Welcome to episode 7 of the Dugout. This weekend the sun was shining as we took a road trip up to Glenavy for a Marshall Cup tie between Glenavy and Hill Street, which was played at the fantastic Crewe Park, home of Crewe United. Both sides are currently dominating their respective leagues. Glenavy have won 11 out of 11 in the Mid Ulster Division 3 as the new look side from last year looks certain to get promoted. Hill Street are also top of Division 1 and have 3 games in hand over second place as they try to win back-to-back titles. Glenavy are 2 leagues below Hill Street, but the quality of personnel they recruited in the summer and the results so far this season suggest they are playing well below their level. New signings Mark McCullough and Jordan Baker have both played at a high level throughout their career, and in the first half, Glenavy looked like the Division 1 side for large parts of it. It was a very impressive first half from the men in black and white. Their ultras made plenty of noise all afternoon and it was a great day out for them as they were looking to cause an upset in the cup. Their football was tidy, the defence was up for it and flying in the tackles at every opportunity. Hill Street maybe did not expect such a close game. They lingered on the ball a bit too much and rode the storm as Glenavy created many chances. As the game naturally progressed, Hill Street grew into it and became more comfortable. Glenavy put in a huge effort in the first half, but it was unclear if it would be sustainable all game. They needed a goal to reward their efforts, but their finishing was lacking. The quality of McCullough and Baker in the midfield was evident. The 2 players ran the show in the first half, and some of the football Glenavy played was a joy to watch. Although Glenavy created the better opportunities, you could see why Hill Street had the best defence in Division 1, with only 11 goals conceded in 13 games. It was a tremendous day up in Glenavy. The sun was shining and the pitch and facilities at Crewe Park added to the occasion and cup tie. Both sides had a lot of quality and for a neutral it was a very enjoyable game. The only thing missing in the first half was a goal, and both sides came close with spectacular efforts. The Glenavy forward Cameron 𝗘𝗶𝘀cie𝗱𝗲 was a handful all game. A nuisance off the ball, but a threat on it. He was extremely direct and unlucky not to get the opener. He wound his opponents up from the first minute and was involved in every skirmish throughout the game. Half time at Crewe Park, Glenavy on top but without a goal to show, and with Hill Street growing more into the game it was going to be a tough second half for the home side. An early injury in the second half for Jordan Baker was unfortunate. The former Portadown and Ballymena striker who enjoyed a deeper role in midfield was a joy to watch. His quality was clear to see at this level. A player that elevates everyone around him. Hopefully he won't be out of action for long. A few feisty moments followed as the game began to heat up. Both sides were desperate to win, and although this was nothing more than handbags, it was good to see a bit of passion from both sets of players. It was now Hill Street's time to show their quality and why they have been one of the best Mid Ulster sides in recent years. Although they found it tough in the first half, they never changed their philosophy of trying to play football. Always passing it short and great off-ball movement. It's clear to see why they have been so successful. However, it was Glenavy who had the chance of the game, but they failed to get the shot away after rounding the goalkeeper. Eventually they would begin to regret these missed opportunities as Hill Street introduced their own super sub. Striker Johnny Clements was only on the pitch for 2 minutes before he won a penalty and then broke the deadlock to make it 1-0. The striker has scored 26 goals this year in only 1,082 minutes. He is averaging over 2 goals per 90 minutes. He scored 6 goals in one game twice this season, and the first game he done it in only 28 minutes. The difference today was a goal scorer, and Hill Street have one of the best around in Clements. 10 minutes later and he was involved in the second goal of the match as Hill Street took a comfortable lead. Clements won the ball in the box and his attempt could only be put into the path of James Mitchell, who has scored in his 3rd game in a row. Glenavy had given a fine account of themselves but just could not find the net. They had a late penalty appeal turned away and Hill Street dug in for the final moments to ensure they would progress to the next round of the Marshall Cup. Hill Street fullback, and forgive me for probably saying your name wrong, 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗍𝗲 had a great game at right back. He defended well when called upon and with the rest of his back line and keeper ensured they left with a clean sheet. Levi was Mindwell's player of the season last year and he has started life at Hill Street well. He has won all 9 games he has been involved in and helped keep them 6 clean sheets along the way. Hill Street nearly made it 3-0 at the end of the game, but they will be delighted with the win as they continue ahead with their great season. Glenavy will be looking forward to getting back to league action, and I think they'll be a team to look out for in amateur football for the next couple of years. Thanks again for watching.